Daft Punk did not use Jazzmutant Lemurs during the Alive 2007 tour. This was a claim I made during my last video, but at the time, I didn't have strong evidence to really tell you why I believed that. But now, I have concrete evidence that Daft Punk, in fact, did not use Jazzmutant Lemurs during their show. Daft Punk does not use Jazzmutant Lemurs in this show. The two screens in the middle have often been incorrectly identified as a couple of custom lemurs from Jazzmutant. But now I have concrete evidence that Daft Punk, in fact, did not use Jazzmutant Lemurs during their show. In my last video, I talked about Daft Punk's Alive 2007 setup, and specifically the screens that many believe to be Jazzmutant Lemurs. Make sure you watch that one before continuing with this video, link in the cards to that. It'll give you context on what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I decided to make this follow-up video after getting a bunch of comments from you guys. Thank you for interacting. I love hearing from you all, and reading about all of your experiences about the shows you attended was so heartwarming to read. So what's my indisputable concrete evidence that I have? Well, one of the four founders of Jazzmutant, one of the people who built the devices that was thought to be used during this show, told me that Daft Punk did not use them. While researching for this video, I did some research into the company Jazzmutant, and through a bit of digging on Instagram, I found someone who fit the bill. Pascal Joue, who is listed as one of the four founders of the company. Pascal now runs the company Joue Music, who makes some really ingenious MIDI controllers and instruments. And through their Linktree, I was able to find Pascal's LinkedIn, which confirmed that he was in fact one of Jazzmutant's founders. Upon reaching out to him, I got this response. The evidence is undeniable, and this is concrete and sincere proof that lemurs were not used in Alive 2007. Up until now, I don't think anyone has obtained concrete evidence and brought it forward to the public. Someone in the comments did state that the screens may have still been touchscreen for redundancy purposes in case one of the BCRs failed during the show. It's certainly a solution to that problem, but a better solution is something Madion used during his Adventure live show and DJ sets, where he had a backup launch pad plugged in on the floor below him in case one of his main launch pads failed. It's possible Daft Punk may have had one or two backup BCR 2000s ready to go in case one failed. And even though it's very unlikely that they were touchscreens, I asked Pascal about them, even if they weren't lemurs, to which he responded that he didn't believe that they were, but will make a point of asking either Daft Punk or their team the next time he sees them, if he remembers to. Aside from the fact that the BCR 2000 MIDI controllers already fulfilled that purpose, judging by how the tour was from 2006 through to 2007, and that the show was likely in production at least a year beforehand, it is very unlikely that the screens would have used the very primitive touchscreen technology that was available at the time. For context, the lemur was in production as early as 2005, but I doubt Daft Punk would have even decided to use them even if they were given the opportunity, as in that form the unrefined software would have still been receiving updates at that time, and was likely to be deemed unreliable for a show that surely cost hundreds of thousands of dollars that was embarking on a world tour. So that's it. I guess I should just end the video here. And for most of you might as well just click off the video now, since the main argument has been addressed. But wait! For those of you who want to stick around, I do have some more information that you might be interested in. In the comments of my original video, I had two people identify the supercomputers that they mentioned in the magazine photo here. Well, they're not exactly supercomputers. In my video, I suspected that they may have used something similar to a couple Apple Xserve units. But this image shows something different. In the box below their setup, we can see a pair of blue Geffen Cat5 1000R audio and video extension receivers. These units were used to extend the video output of both the primary and secondary computers running Ableton Live offstage, where Daft Punk's team could manage any potential issues. Although due to the Moogs being external hardware, the computers living offstage could never solve the issue of the Voyager's hanging notes. So that's it. Actual concrete evidence that Daft Punk did not use lemurs in their Alive 2007 show. They did, however, use lemurs at the 2008 Grammys, as confirmed by Pascal. This is what Jazzmutant were referring to in the statement they gave when the lemur got discontinued. What do you think about this? Are you still unconvinced? Let me know down in the comments below. This video is not sponsored by Joue music, but I will put a link in the description to their website, as well as a link to the Daft Punk Discord server. And special thanks to ChurchGrim for making these animations of the Lemur and Geffen extender units. If you need animation work for a project, I'll have his links below so you can hit him up if you want some really high quality animation work. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe or like, and I will see you next time.